"31 West Pender, or Skwachàys Healing Lodge, as it's been named, is a building that serves three functions. There's 24 residential units, 18 medical stay units, and there is the Urban Aboriginal Fair Trade Gallery. It's different in that there is no supported housing funding, so we have to use our own devices to pay for the staffing of the building. Part of that is through the social enterprises. I'm sitting in front of the carving shelter that we've put up in order for the artist to carve the 40-foot pole that's going on our building at 31 West Pender Street. Vancouver Native Housing Society was created in 1984, and our purpose is to provide housing that is appropriate, safe, and affordable for Aboriginal people in the urban centre in Vancouver. Along the way, we've come to the realization that art is a very important and motivating factor in the lives of many Aboriginal people.
I've been carving for 40 years. We're first-generation carvers. My children carve now too. I was approached to do this project, and it's a very unique project in that it's going on top of a building. Eventually, I would imagine it'll become a beacon of downtown Vancouver. The three watchmen were recognized as guardsmen. They guard against evil spirits. Man holding the copper represents the wealth of our culture. The eagle holding the moon. The eagle represents freedom of spirit, and the moon controls the tide that provide for the Hmong people, the native people. It's been a long journey, and now the journey is finally coming to its resting place for this log, this tree that's given its life so it could be a part of this project.
3, 2, 1.
I really want to thank you for joining us today to be part of our celebration, the official opening of their 16th building. It's taken more than 10 years to come to this stage. A conversation that started around the table, and then assessing and identifying a need. How can we address that? And how can we address that in a meaningful way?
Right now, about 3% of Vancouver's population is Aboriginal, but over 30% of Vancouver's homeless population is Aboriginal descent. So it's a huge challenge for us to address as a city, as all these communities working together to ensure that Aboriginal people are not homeless on our streets, that they have places like this to stay.
I've been staying at a shelter for a little while, and I went to the Native Friendship Center, and they said, hey, they're looking for artists. And I said, really? I said, looking for, you're homeless, you need a place to stay. And you know, there's a gallery downstairs, there's a sweat lodge upstairs, and all this and that. And I said, really? No way. And it was like a dream come true. I couldn't believe it. You know, I'm a jewelry designer. I'm basically like a starving, carving kind of guy, you know. What could I say, right? You know, I woke up this morning, I felt so grateful. I felt so grateful for my life, for the energy, for everything that I feel here. It's like a dream come true.
There are still many issues, but today is a positive step forward to see more of our involvement and inclusiveness in this beautiful city of ours here of Vancouver. So we're going to sing our Chief's Welcome song as a way of starting off this wonderful celebration today. Hoichka.
West Pender will have a great impact on the neighborhood and on the city. The housing for Aboriginal people who are at risk of homelessness, as well as the Healing Lodge, so folks coming in from out of town will get the treatment that they need in a home-like environment. And the Fair Trade Gallery will actually promote Aboriginal artists and ensure that the artists receive a fair shake. Healing is working together.
Creating a transformation of a strong heart, strong mind, and a strong soul.
Healing is not only physical, but it's cultural and emotional.
Unifying people, and people of all cultures.
Healthy individuals making up healthy families, making up a healthy community.
Healing is spirit, and to me, spirit is love, so that's what it means to me.
Healing is finding yourself within, inside you, through the power of art.
Healing is for oneself.
So it's supporting the individuals, not necessarily creating products or tools. Healing is about nurturing the individual so they can heal themselves.
Healing is a way of life today. Take advantage of what you have within yourself and to explore and express it. This is how I do it when I carve jewelry. And my mind just opens up, my heart opens up, and I just carve and I shape everything out as what I see. And that's my vision. That's what love is.
The vision for Skwachàys as a healing lodge, it's a vehicle for which we believe the artists will be able to begin their journey to transform themselves through their tools, their trade, their art, where they can begin the process of addressing their own issues, whatever that may be, so they can contribute not only for themselves, to their families and to their community, using art as that transformative mechanism.
We're visual people, so, you know, our ancestors, we shared stories by talking. So a lot of our artwork comes from our ancestors because that is how they were taught and how it's been passed on from generation to generation.
Healing for our people comes from our culture. The things that we're healing from, the impacts from the outside world and from other cultures, and from colonization. The only way that we're going to come back from all of the things that have impacted our families and our communities is through our culture, and we've been really separated from our culture for a long, long time.
I see that Aboriginal people had their children taken, they had their language taken, they had their regalia taken, and they had almost everything taken except for the creativity. The creativity has always remained, and you see it every time you look at a piece of art. And I see that as a portal to healing.
For me, seeing the community get together is a really powerful thing, and I think that the community aspect to this building specifically, I think it will have a very positive impact in that these artists are here to work with each other, and we have staff that are here to provide help in any way that we possibly can. And
this year I finally decided to go back to go to art school and become a full-time artist. I had no idea, and I still don't really have any idea what I'm going to do after this, but I've been basically creating things off the corner of my kitchen table for 25 years and my living room floor. So it's going to be really nice to be able to have a space that I can actually create things and then display things.
I feel really happy right now with what's going on and by what I'm hearing from everyone within this circle and outside of this circle.
Me, I'm still sort of every day pinching myself to believe that this is all happening.
To speak and have a voice and just share it with so many people. And that's, it's very touching. It's very good. I feel so happy. That's all I can say. I feel so happy again.